got another little job done. Well, not little, but so probably about this time last year, I made the swim platform, and it's been sitting up on the roof of the boat all summer. And we're at the point where in a few weeks here, this boat has to be taken from here and put into winter storage. And I figured I better attach the platform. Wouldn't want it just laying on the roof. It might fall off on the drive over. And, you know, I got to put it on sometime. So late yesterday, I got help from my son and Lisa to put it in place, bolt it onto the transom with some temporary supports. And then today I have got the actual supports that are one over there and one over here. Before I put the platform on, I put it upside down on a set of horses, and I installed the swim ladder because I thought that'd be a whole lot easier to do with it right side up, you know, upside down. So it was right side up. So yeah, so the swim ladder, it's tucked under the platform. So up top we have no obstructions. I did put 2 stainless carriage bolts right through the platform to make sure it doesn't pull off. And yeah, it's pretty simple to use. You just a little hard holding a camera, but push that sideways, that latch, and then the ladder pulls out, swings down. So I did a 4-step ladder so us old people can climb on without as much difficulty. And yeah, so it just hangs off the back of the platform. The water line is going to be roughly a foot below the platform, so the top step is going to be barely, you know, just probably just barely underwater. So we'll have 3 below the surface, so it'll be easy to get on and off. And yeah, it's one more step in the process. Well, we're at a cool stage of construction. It's mid-October, 17th today. Winter's coming, so I have arranged to keep the houseboat in a building for the winter, same place we store our travel trailer for the winter. Keeps it out of the elements for half of the year. And so before I could do that, I had to get a few things taken care of to get this boat ready to be mobile. So I got 6 brand new tires, had to get a couple more rims because I added the 3rd axle. I've got my tongue jack on here, my winch for the boat to be pulled in when it gets launched, battery down there and all that. So got all that done, and a number of other things, some weather stripping on doors and such. So once this protective cover, which has done remarkably well, once it's down and the boat actually is exposed to the elements, hopefully it'll be pretty watertight, so I won't have any issues. If I do, I guess I'll have to deal with those. But yeah, this tarp's done great. It's been on the boat for about 1.5 years. Before that, it was down in Florida after we got hit with Hurricane Ian, covering our place down there for a month till we got our new roof on. And it's got a couple pinholes, get a couple little drips now, but practically nothing. One drip of about 1-inch circle on the back deck when you get a heavy rain. I haven't ever seen any water up on the roof of the boat. But today, my next step, I just finished torquing the wheels. Now I'm gonna pull this tarp down and then start dismantling the framework. It's a little scary dismantling it with the boat under it, but the reality is the boat can't come out from under it till it's dismantled, because I knew this when I designed it. It's plenty big already, but the reality is the flybridge is up in the roof area there, and it won't drive forward out of there without partially dismantling the roof, and I'm afraid of having the whole works fall down if I partially dismantle it. So I'm just going to take it all down very carefully, hopefully with no accidents, and then the boat will be out in the driveway ready to hitch up and take away. It's coming. Easy parts left to do. I tried the first time to pull it and I got a little movement and then it stopped. Turned out I'd missed a couple spots that were holding it in place. Now it's clearly free. It's come a long way, and just thought I'd catch a little shot of it before it comes the rest of the way. There is the first time anyone has ever seen this boat. it's been impossible to really get back and look at it because it's been under this cover and you could only be 2 feet from it and really couldn't take it in at all. It's still very white looking. It's going to have a black rub rail around at the deck level, and that'll give it a little accent, just like the roof fascia strip there. But overall, that's the general shape of the boat. It's obviously a houseboat. It doesn't have the lines of a cruiser, but I think it's something we can enjoy. And best part is when we actually get it in the water and get to use it, but at least now it's out in the light. Woohoo! There's our baby, all uncovered. Just gotta get the framework down now, which I don't know if I might be able to do that in about a day, I'm guessing, but it's take less time to bring it down than it did to build it. So yeah, the boat, you can get a better idea of what it's going to look like now. Gotta say I'm happy, and I guess now I should stop taking videos and start working. So now I've got all the, I had run ropes across lengthwise along the rafters just to give a little extra support for the tarp last winter for snow load. It worked as I thought it would. It had a steep enough slope, the snow just shed off it and it never accumulated, but I just thought it might help if you got a right combination of wet snow or something that stayed around. So the ropes are gone, the wiring's all down. I had lighting up in there so I could see, which worked great. And now I'm down to, I've pulled out a few of the extra braces I added for last winter and take a few more out, and then it's time to start bringing down the framework. Not sure just how much I'll get done today. It's just about 4 o'clock, but I'll work on it for a little longer and see where I get. When I built this shelter for the boat, I rented a scaffold on wheels so I could move it around, and it worked really well. And I could do that to take it down, except as I said, I can't get the boat out of here with it up because the flybridge is up higher than the ceiling joist. I would only have to get clear of this one at the front, but still I would have to get clear of it, and I'm afraid if I took it down, things might be a little rickety, and I'd hate to have anything bad happen. I'd have to take all the bracing out of the front there, the diagonals down to the sides and the diagonals up top to keep everything, and it'd just be a little iffy. So instead I'm using the boat as my scaffold. The scary part of that is if I drop anything, I'm dropping it on the boat, so I'm having to be super careful about that. But so yeah, so I've got one pair of rafters out there. There's a big open void where there used to be a rafter in the middle of that, but to reach the very back end of the shelter, I just backed the boat up about, I don't know, maybe 3 feet, 3 or 4 feet, something like that, so I can set the ladder on the back deck to reach up to the back end, up to the top there. So now I'm going to work at getting this, I forget, I think it's like a 16-foot, maybe a 2x6 ridge board up there. So I'll get these intermediate rafters out, and then I'll work at getting that ridge board down. I'm not doing that without help though. That's just, I got it up there by myself without help, but I'm not risking getting it down without help. So hopefully I can get that done here before the end of the day. All right, I almost messed up there. I backed the boat up a little farther to make it so I could stand on that ladder and get the rafters down at the end. And I knew it was close, but I forgot all about it. And I backed up here, and I backed up so the flybridge didn't hit, but I didn't know that it wouldn't hit. It was way too close to do without, I wasn't checking, I wasn't thinking about it. I had looked earlier and knew I was still short of it a foot or so, but when I decided to back up some more, I didn't even think about making sure I didn't hit there, so I got lucky. Well, the ridge board's down off the back half, and so far nothing bad's happened, so I'll continue while the boat slid back there. I pulled it forward a bit to close the garage, but I'll continue in the morning and get that rear part of that whole room, or whatever you want to call it, shelter, down, and then move forward and bring down the rest of it. So it's hitched up to the van with a really low tongue height. I took one of my receivers that's a razor drop, I guess, and I made it a big drop, so the trailer's barely off the ground, but it keeps the boat pretty level so I'm not on ladders on a slope. And then once it's all done, I'll put on a proper hitch that holds it up at a normal, intelligent height. And then I'm going to pull the boat out of this driveway and take it over to our other driveway and park it down in there where we keep the travel trailer in the summer. And yeah, our cuddy's back here too, but I think I'll pull the cuddy out, put it up in the cul-de-sac, slide the houseboat down in there, and then I can clean the garage and put the cuddy in the garage for the winter, and lots of stuff to do. But a week from Sunday, today's Thursday, so a week and a couple days from now we're heading for Florida. So before that happens, I have a whole lot of things that have to happen here. Next step is to take down the front half of the shelter. The back half is all gone, so managed to get that down without any accidents, so that's good. So gonna go and have some lunch and then take the roof peaked portion off and then work on the rest of it. So getting there, the boat's becoming all out in the open. There we have the boat. No more shelter, just a boat. I got everything torn down without any accidents, so that's a good thing. And now I get to see a full-on view of what this boat looks like. I knew what it was supposed to look like, but I've never had the ability to actually stand back and look at it, so I have the tongue hang up a little higher. I did have it right down in the dirt, but now it's up, still not quite where it would be hitched to the truck, but close. Driveway's on a bit of a slope, so anyhow, yeah, I'm happy with the look of it. The front end's a little, I don't know, different with the flybridge, but it gives us high headroom to walk in the front door. We have a well up into the flybridge, so we can go down the stairs without having to duck, and awesome spot up top to drive from. I really look forward to driving up top. It'll be my favorite spot, I'm confident, whenever the weather is conducive, which is hopefully most of the time we're using this. We don't plan on doing a lot of miserable weather boating. I'm sure there'll be times, but we're going to try to just grab a ladder here so I can go up the stairs. No, we're hoping to use this in the summertime when the weather's nice. We have our travel trailer. We'll use that more spring and fall, shoulder season, and this in the summer. And yeah, so this roof will have a railing all around it. That's basically my next job. I've got one post at the corner that has some wiring up there for the stern light and the camera, so I can see what the back end's doing when I'm docking. And this is the helm up top here. Full instrumentation, bow thruster control, trim tabs, and it will have in this area a 9-inch Garmin flat screen navigation system. Got our spotlight up top here, and it's remote control, so little handheld remote that you can bring up top and use it, or down below. I decided to go that route rather than permanently mounted controls. So yeah, I think this will be an awesome place to drive from. And when you're up here, you can see the front deck, the two corners, so when you're docking you can see how you're doing from up here great. And then obviously can't quite see the back, so that's where the camera will come in handy. But I'm happy with where it's at.